Suswagatam. Welcome to the 20th session of Simply Sanatana. In the last session, we discussed on the topic Bhagwad Geeta, a fine dialogue. We are continuing with that subject. We did up to the 5th chapter. Now we are continuing from the 6th chapter onwards. In the 6th chapter, Krishna explains about meditation, dhyana, and how to be equanimous, composed, balanced. Now, Arjuna comes out with a genuine difficulty and with a sincere intention puts forth his problem to his teacher. Yoyam yogastvaya prokta samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Meaning, Krishna, owing to restlessness of mind, I do not perceive the stability of this yoga in the form of equanimity, which you have just spoken of. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavadridham tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Meaning, for Krishna, the mind is very unsteady, turbulent, stubborn and powerful. Therefore, I consider it as difficult to control as the wind. Krishna as if endorses Arjuna's viewpoint at the outset, but assures that by practice and non-attachment it can be controlled. Asamshayam bahabaho manodurnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Meaning, the mind is restless, no doubt, and difficult to curb, Arjuna, but it can be brought under control by repeated practice of meditation and by the exercise of dispassion, O son of Kunti. Every time Krishna addresses Arjuna as Mahabaho, it is as if he is infusing confidence in him that he has the ability to conquer anything. Krishna never gets tired or irritated on Arjuna's persistent questioning on various counts. Now Arjuna poses a practical problem as might be harping in most of our minds. That is, ayati shraddhayopeto yoga chalita manasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim krishna gacchati. Meaning, Krishna, what becomes of the soul who, though endowed with faith, has not been able to subdue his passions and whose mind is therefore diverted from yoga at the time of death and who thus fails to reach perfection in yoga, that is God realization. He who has faith but unable to control himself, what end does he meet with? Again, Arjuna's unshakable faith in his teacher and attitude of absolute surrender is evident when he says, Etan me samshayam Krishna chetumarhasya sheshataha twadanya samshayasyasya chetanahyupapadhyate. Meaning, Krishna, it behoves you to slash this doubt of mine completely, for none other than you can be found who can clear this doubt. Now Krishna tenders a strong assurance to Arjuna that the doer of good never meets with grief. Parthanaivehan amutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Meaning, dear Arjuna, there is no fall for him either here or hereafter, for none who strives for self-redemption ever meets with evil destiny. The word Tata means father, but here he is addressed as a son, signaling affection. The relation between the teacher and student is as between father and son. Such address is a mark of the flow of the grace of the Lord. Krishna puts Arjuna's anxiety at rest by clarifying, Prapya punya kritan lokanushitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga bhrashto bhijayate. Meaning, he who has fallen from yoga obtains the higher worlds, heaven, etc., to which men of meritorious deeds alone are entitled, and having resided there for countless years, takes birth in the house of pious and wealthy men. He concludes, Prayatnyadhyatam anastu yogi samshuddha kilbishaha aneka janba samsiddhastato yati param gatim. Meaning, the yogi, however, who diligently takes up the practice attains perfection in this very life with the help of passing of many births, and being thoroughly purged of sins, forthwith reaches the supreme state. Thus, the methodical, comprehensive teaching and sincere, dedicated learning elevates Arjuna's spiritual knowledge, as evident from his query in the 8th chapter. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama adhibhutam cha kim proktam adhidaivam kimuchyate. Meaning, what is that Brahman, absolute, what is Adhyatma, spirit, and what is Karma, action, what is called Adhibhuta, matter, and what is termed as Adhidaiva, divine intelligence. Thus, keeping to Arjuna's capacity to receive further higher knowledge, Krishna now onwards deals with the cosmic truth vis-a-vis the individual self, Atman, and on Arjuna's curiosity manifests his cosmic form. Arjuna becomes spellbound at witnessing the Virata Swarupa of Krishna. Arjuna comes to realize the Paramatman in Krishna, whom he was so far regarding as only a human being with some powers. He then addresses Krishna thus, Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam He Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti Ajanata mahimanam tavedam Maya prabhadat pranayena vapi. And Pitasi lokasya characharasya Tvamasya pujyascha gurur gariyan नत्वत्समोऽस्त्यभ्यधिकः कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभाव. Meaning, the way I have earnestly called out, either through intimacy or even through want of thought, O Krishna, O Yadava, O friend, and so on, being ignorant of this greatness of yours and thinking you only to be a friend, and this way in which you have been rebuffed by me in jest, O sinless one, while at play, reposing, sitting, or at meals, either alone or in the presence of others, for all that I crave forgiveness from you, who are infinite. Krishna now consolidates Arjuna to enlighten him more on bhakti and various other intricacies of sacred knowledge. Arjuna is eager to know more about sannyasa or tyaga, which Krishna unfolds in the 18th chapter. Krishna concludes his advice with final reiterating words. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijade priyosi me. Meaning, give your mind to me, be devoted to me, worship me and bow to me. Doing so, you will come to me alone. I truly promise you, for you are exceptionally dear to me. Thus, an enlightened Arjuna now declares, Nashto moha smritirlabdha tvat prasadat maya chuta sthitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Meaning, Krishna, by your grace, my delusion has been destroyed and I have regained my memory. I am free from all doubts. I will do exactly as you say. Even Sanjaya has enjoyed the dialogue session when he declares, Ityaham vasudevasya parthasya cha mahatmanaha samvadamimam ashrausham adbhutam romaharshanam. Meaning, thus I heard the mysterious and thrilling conversation between Krishna and the high-souled Partha. Arjuna, O son of Kunti, and Rajan samsmritya samvadamimam adbhutam Keshavarjunayo punyam hrishyami cha muhurmuhu. Meaning, remembering over and over that sacred and mystic conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, O King, I rejoice again and yet again. This divine dialogue is an ideal example as to how dialogue can be used as the most effective means for solving any kind of predicament by employing the technique of the varied facets of speech. Hope you enjoyed the session. Dhanyavadaha.